Army. Army. You ready to make some noise?
So if you think the Permission to Dance LA hype is over, then better think again, because fans have not stopped talking about it since day one, and for good reasons. The concert was super amazing as always, and a lot happened in just a span of 4 days. So I guess it's safe to say that you guys should expect a lot of content about the show. However, since many things happened, it's only natural that not everything will be squeaky perfect. Like, come on, with thousands in attendance, some even flew from different countries, it's only expected that things can go wrong as well. And while fans were all praised about the sold-out concert, there are actually some who can't help but express their dismay because of, let's just say, unforeseen events. Well, in case you want to know more about this, then stick around because I'll be bringing you some of the most shocking moments that happened during BTD in LA. And believe me, there's a lot of things you missed. Okay, let's get started. The historic concert kicked off with amazing reactions, since ARMY were super happy to finally see the boys perform live after 2 long years. Imagine how bad they want to see BTS perform for the SoFi Stadium to literally bleed purple the whole night. Let's begin this list with Kugi and his missing shirt. Be honest, you guys were shocked as well, right? And while most fans thought that the previous PDD on stage was enough preparation, there are just things we cannot be prepared for. For example, Jungkook and his obvious lack of inner shirt. Well, it was indeed a sight to see, and I believe most of you aren't over it like, who would, right? The Maknae was actually dancing his way through a wardrobe malfunction the whole time, and I bet you guys didn't notice it since Kugi did so well despite the challenging situation. I mean, his buttons were literally about to pop off. Thankfully, he handled the situation well and gave us an awesome performance. Okay, I have to stop talking about this. Let's move on to the next one, shall we?
You ready to make some noise?
With thousands in attendance, the crowd in SoFi Stadium was super diverse. There are honestly a lot of people that will surprise you. Well, Jin had a little surprise of his own when a fanboy caught his attention. During Disease, Jin sat on the edge of the stage to vibe with fans when suddenly one ARMY caught Jin's eye. In a fan cam, Jin points and laughs at someone in the audience, and he looks super happy with whatever dish they're serving. Of course, fans were curious what made the worldwide handsome smile that big. Well, another fan cam with a different angle offered the answer. In the clip, you can see a fanboy dancing wildly in front of the oldest, sending him hearts and just pure love, and Jin was obviously loving it. He's practically a whole vibe. These fanboys really don't need any permission to dance, huh? However, V on the other hand didn't get a heartwarming reaction with his own fan when he accidentally kicked a ball right into her face. This fan cam captured Taehyung's reaction when he realized what happened, and it's the funniest. And while I do feel bad for the fan, you can't deny that this moment is on its way to become another famous V meme. Of course, V made sure that no one was hurt since he's a sweetheart before he continued playing all throughout that segment of the concert, and luckily, no fan was reported hit with a ball once again. Jimin also has his own fair share of shocking moments during the concert, and while ARMYs would agree that the vocalist is definitely one of a kind, a fan in attendance decided to prove it wrong. Well, tried to do that at least when she wore a blanket with Jimin's face printed on it that even Jimin himself had to look twice to make sure it's not a doppelganger.
My emotions, and I don't think I did. I really wanted to say I really missed you, and I know how hard things for you and how thankful I am.
Seems like the fan was very successful in catching Jimin's attention because he can't stop laughing during the talking segment of the concert. The fan also tweeted about the moment, and we can tell she was happy as well, since who wouldn't? Especially when Jimin literally stopped just to look at you, right? Another thing was the Butter remix performance with Megan Thee Stallion, which was supposed to happen during the AMA 2021, but ultimately didn't push through because the rapper wasn't feeling so well. Finally, the most awaited collab happened, and it's just amazing. SoFi Stadium was buzzing with armies, but that's not the best part because the way the boys were consistently flirting with Megan is definitely the highlight. I mean, did you hear Suga showering Megan with compliments during the stage? And look at how Hobie flirted. Very charming of him, right? Of course, RM didn't miss the opportunity and made sure he stays close with Megan. He even gave their magnet a little push just to secure his spot. Nice one, RM, nice one. Another collab stage happened during day 3, this time with Queen Halsey, and I'm sure fans were swept. Aren't armies super lucky at this point? The boys are just giving them one iconic performance one after another, and that's why fans love them so much. Halsey also shared photos she took backstage. She even captions it with Uncle Gang, and it's the cutest ever. Okay, this one might be one of the most iconic things that happened during the concert, and while fans were shocked, no one was complaining about it because it's just hot to hear Namjoon scream. The leader was so hyped he even said some bad words, which he wouldn't be doing if he was in Korea. But in America, the boys can do or say anything they want, and it's definitely a sight to see whenever they are feeling carefree without much of a worry. However, while most of these stories are all butterflies and dreams come true, unfortunately, there are other armies who experienced what most of them call a nightmare because of sasaengs. And while this might be a little disappointing, I think it's better to address this here because, come on, it's definitely shocking, right? Imagine if you were at the concert and having the time of your life when you suddenly see a fan site holding her big professional camera, and while bringing cameras inside the venue is prohibited, the fact that these fan sites didn't care whether they will hit other people with their big lenses is just heartbreaking. Not to mention how dangerous it is to get hit by it as well. A fan even shared her experience in a Twitter thread and alleged that fan sites even started pushing her down and assaulted her. She even hit her body against her own chair because of this. Ugh, all I can do is sigh. It's disappointing, you know? This is not the last time a fan complained about something during the concert because there were others who weren't very satisfied about how the organizers handled the crowd, especially when they had trouble with security and safety. The problem was when fans are about to enter the venue, which was only an hour before the show began, staff weren't seen checking bags or tickets. Even worse, they started foregoing the mandatory vaccination card checking because of lack of time, and this sparked concern among fans. Some armies inside the stadium even shared that they saw people in the VIP section who didn't even have tickets to the show because many managed to get in through the crowds and avoid being checked. I will be disappointed as well since I know how hard the ticketing was for this concert, so it's very unfair for other people to just walk in without much fuss. I hope nothing like this happens next time. This concert is probably one of the biggest in history, and we can already anticipate it going down in the books. And while a lot happened during the course of the shows, both good and bad, one thing is for sure, armies were super happy to finally see the boys, and hopefully other armies around the world will get their chance as well. Till then, let's keep cheering for BTS. How about you? Do you have any other moments you want to share? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to give this video a like and stay tuned for more. See you next time.